High school jobs are basically where every high schooler gets their first experience in life actually dealing with people outside of a school setting, right? This is where you become human. This is where you have to learn how to take people's anger and frustration. This is where character building starts for most high schoolers. We're going to be ranking the high school jobs.
Hell yeah.
There's no respect for any fast food workers anymore because they're all just reduced to put the fries in a bag, little bro.
Flip my burgers, put the fries in the bag, bud. They are kind of the worst people of all time, though, you can't lie. Especially when they first get in there and then they like come to school with a bunch of food and then they start flexing their bands of 300 a week.
2 4-hour shifts during the week. The thing is, if you're working as a fast food employee, even your own manager is gonna look down upon you like you're worse than the animals at the zoo. Like you get
That's
used
true.
and abused,
And you want it so bad. You just want it so bad.
but then you get that $500 check. When it comes to fast food, they have the worst customers.
And then they talk about their allergies, and then I want to bomb their car because what do you mean you have an allergy? That's stupid.
They'll be asking for the most customized order in history in the drive-through during rush hour.
Ugh, and then they take an order at 2 p.m. when we close at 8.
Hello, welcome to McDonald's. Are we using the rewards app today?
Yes, please.
Okay, what's your code?
I don't know my code.
Well, if you go in the app, it'll give you your code on the first page.
I
On
don't know
the
how to open my phone.
Oh, they're expecting like the highest quality service at a fast food place. And fast food places where all the like TikTok bros come in to fill their epic Walmart pranks. This is where they come in to tweak out on top of the tables.
So where it's like, this is for the homeless, and then there's like 30 cameras on top of this head.
At Chick-fil-A, you can have someone threatening to like shoot you with a Glock right in your face. You'll still have to offer a refund and say my pleasure.
Or you get the 10 white girls saying, I'm about to eat the Chick-fil-A.
If you're working at a Popeyes, that's a place of pure misery and hatred. A good coworker experience can actually make it feel kind of fun to go there. Don't miss the circus, but I missed the clown. And compared to most other jobs, I feel like fast food is where you're gonna have to cover shifts the most. You'll have like your 2 days off in the week, and then you'll instantly get 5 messages from 6 different coworkers begging you to cover their shift for that day. You cover one shift for one of your coworkers, you're now officially the shift covering guy. This is a job you had for like one day, right?
Yes, 2 days actually, 2 days. It was Sonic Drive-In. First day, I was supposed to be trained, and then the chick who was supposed to be training me, so loud in there, and it was so windy, I couldn't hear anything. So I was just mindlessly following her the whole time, and then they got me to wash their dishes. Unfortunately, I think it was because I'm a Floyd. But the second day, they didn't know what to do with me, so I was like taking out orders and like making drinks, and then the manager got mad at me, and I cried in the back. It was really bad.
You quit pretty soon after that, right?
I didn't quit. I went to the mental hospital.
Fast food does pay a little better than most other jobs and gives you decent hours compared to a lot of other jobs. But what I will say is that the experience is so bad from the evil customers to like the evil management to having to pray for good coworkers that it's not very high up on the list. C tier. Retail. This is the exact opposite side of the moldy, rusted penny that is the fast food experience. The customers are still evil. And depending, say you work somewhere like Walmart, it's going to be a 500-pound guy coming up to you on a motor scooter.
You go check the back, please?
You
I know
just
you
like,
have it in the back.
yeah, and then you run to the back. You just like stand there for like 5 minutes and pretend you're looking around. What's horrible is you're like a stocking customer and someone asks you for something, because of course you're the guy who stocks. So you don't want to be helping out with anything else. This is a job you can luckily get away with having like an AirPod in.
Because you can be on your phone sometimes. You just gotta be you gotta be slick with it, you know?
Depending on the store you work at, a lot of them just do like self checkout. You just kind of have to watch
Mhm.
people all day. You'll end up seeing someone like hit the PS5 method.
Why is there an onion sticker on this PS5? And then there's the annoying customers that want service that go through the people line.
Imagine having to work the service counter and deal with returns. Someone will bring like a off-brand shoebox to you, and they'll bring them back with like 5 holes in them and say, "Can we get a return on this?" They came like this, knowing full well that they took them on the craziest journey of their entire life through the Himalayas.
Oh, these didn't fit. I don't like the style very much.
Say you were working at like a thrift store or Dollar General, you end up
Mm.
running the entire store on yourself.
They're very nice in there though.
They better be nice because if they're not nice, they're genuinely liable to get their life taken that day. It's gonna be some like 16-year-old kid who's genuinely trying to get himself some affliction.
I need to resell this on my Depop so I can get the bad biz.
Overall, the coworkers are gonna find at this job more likely to be chill, but still, you get the evil management more often than not when it comes to these jobs.
I think with retail though, if it's like a white women's store, you know, like Kohl's, I feel like the coworkers would be kind of evil because it's always like middle-aged women or like teenage girls.
You'll be like a 16-year-old. You'll be working the exact same job as like a 60-year-old dude who's been working his entire life.
And then they start experience
You know,
mogging you.
you'll have some dude who just got out the military and is like still in like PTSD mode.
The announcer goes on the speakers and then he starts tweaking out.
I think the worst
It's okay.
possible retail job you could work at though is Dollar General because you're gonna be set in the most evil location. You're either in the most desolate, isolated place place on Earth, like the middle of Antarctica, or the Dollar General you're going to be working on is going to be on Martin Luther King Jr. Street. The process of getting hired into retail is it's
Ooh.
genuinely harder to get into Target than it is to get into the Navy SEALs.
I'd say, honestly, every time I apply there in like a week, they're like, sorry, no. Even though it's such a big establishment too. Every time you go in there, there's like 30 million of them. Red shirt warriors
And then at the job, you'll see like one of your friends from high school hitting the Benjamin.
that somehow got the job. It's so hard out here. I don't understand. I deserve to be in that cashier spot.
I mean, I think I'm a pretty cool kid, but because retail has generally less responsibility or less high intensity than other jobs, and it does pay pretty well,
I say B. I say B.
beats here. Now, what I have experience with, the mall retail. Big thing about working at a retail at the mall is for the most part, depending on where you live, most malls are like dead. There's like 3 stores inside and an Auntie Anne's pretzel. Yeah.
Some malls aren't dead though.
The place I work at, they like to consider it a sales job. My job is to like push products in people's face and try to get them to buy more than what they came in for. This is the job where you're going to be getting asked out the most.
Are
Your
you
number?
speaking from experience?
I am speaking from experience. It's either going to be some random teenager, or you'll be working at the mall and then you'll see someone with Meta Ray-Ban glasses with the blue light taken out, and then they'll like come up to you for their Instagram reels. It'll be some dude talking about some like, "Can I get you a number?"
Can I please? Fuck.
The best part about the mall where I work though is that you can scroll reels the entire day. All I got to
But
do
what needs
is
to happen?
all I got to do is when someone walks in, I just walk around and pretend like I'm working. Say you work at Hot Topic, you're working there because you're an alt person. You're going to be working most often with people your own age who's a part of the same culture as you. So you can actually like make friends at these jobs pretty easily. The vibes at a mall job are immaculate. You're going to have a lot of fun working there, I would think, except during like rush season. But overall, your vibe there is going to be really good with your coworkers. But the thing about it is the pay is so trash and the hours are so trash. And
Mm.
that keeps it from being S tier. And I'm going to go for A tier at a mall job. There's plenty of these manual labor boys, and it's either they're working at a family business, like it's some white boy who's just really proud of his father's roofing company, and then like he's hired by them.
Way too proud.
Yeah, and he acts
All they
like
talk about is like, right after high school, I'm gonna get that plumbing job and I'm gonna be richer than all of you.
while you're going to college, I'll be working already.
I already know how to fix a toilet. What do you know how to do?
There's two vibes to the manual labor boys. They're either the guy you know for a fact doesn't do any work under his dad's family business, or the guy who's like the most respectful, quiet dude ever who does his job every day, doesn't make a big scene about it. They'll always have a truck. He's gonna have a Ford F-150 lifted really high,
Mm,
doesn't fit in his lane
mm,
properly, and the high beams blast directly into your rear view mirror. He'll call himself the ultimate
absolutely.
driving machine. You'll be over in the right lane, in the slow lane, and he'll still be tailgating you. And then you'll start pushing it to like 90 miles per hour, and then he'll still be tailgating you.
He has to mog.
I spent
Everyone must mog. Everyone must mog.
I spent 13 hours at the ball crushing factory, boy.
If your sandwich don't look like this, you a liberal sissy.
These guys, whenever it's time to pull up for prom, they're pulling up with the nicest cowboy hat you've ever seen, the most clean boots, immaculate jeans, and button up. Working as a manual labor guy, I've done my fair share of manual labor jobs, and what I will say is it's not worth it. It hurts a lot. I'm not made for it. The pay's decent. The experience is probably a B tier. You've dealt with these people before, right? The ones who are doing their money spreads on Instagram.
Oh Jesus, the one posting their little pistols.
You'll look on their story and it'll be like video of their sedan going 110 on the highway.
And then all their posts are them standing in front of a car.
There's some who will be Facebook Marketplace car demons where they'll be selling like a brand new 2026 Hellcat for like $5,000, and but the description will say like no title, if you know you know. They're the real entrepreneurs of high school, you know. They're out there selling the olive oil filled Benjamins to the middle schoolers. They're getting the elementary school kids addicted to geek bars.
The bathroom is their home.
Like they'll have a whole like place of operation in there. You'll see that they post a video with them and their girlfriend like way up all on each other in a story. They'll never mention her age.
I met her on Traps Lean Discord. Who's that feature at the start of your song that said your artist name? She's definitely not 12 years old.
Posting with the group poll and the group shiesty and making all your bands, it's kind of fun. There is always the risk of actually getting into like proper trouble with this job. C tier. I think this is your territory, and I think you can take over this one.
Yes. Okay, jobs are buns, and we do not need jobs. We don't need jobs. We can stay home and just jerk off and play games. And I think that's peak humanity.
If you're an unemployed in high school, that's not a big deal because most people who are unemployed are like focused on school or something. But the job market right now is that you can hit up 3 job interviews in a week, and at most,
Not
you're gonna get one person saying that they're not accepting you because they chose someone else.
It's
Time
always you don't have enough experience.
you'll
That's what
apply.
everybody has said to me, dude. That's what every single one has said to me.
You'll apply to Arby's, and even then, they'll say no to you.
Because you don't have experience.
You don't know how to say what's your order? And a lot of the times during the job interviews, they'll say like, what makes you want this job? And then you have to search in your brain to find a response that isn't, I want money.
You have to lie and say that you're enjoying Arby's since you came out the womb.
You are a passenger princess. Hey, yo, what if we all went out to eat?
Stop calling me out.
While you're at work, they'll be texting you, DMing you, saying, yo, let's go out to eat right now.
Poops the neats.
What's your unemployed schedule?
So I wake up at 4 p.m. I order Popeyes, and then I get some EFOC, and then I take a nap right afterward.
After a hard afternoon of opening up Steam and Discord.
And then I wake up, eat more food, and then stay up until 8 a.m. and then rinse and
The
repeat.
thing with unemployed people is you just know for a fact they're gonna have some niche political affiliation.
Because you have too much time on the internet, they become Hassan.
They wake up every day. They time their sleep schedule with the sleep stream of Jinxie
They wake up so that they can wish Hyper Speed good morning.
to put W's in the chat.
Pretty normal to be unemployed during high school.
During summer, yo, bro, you got any money to go out?
Anyone got a pool?
Who trying to let me hit their card?
Anyone got a geek bar? Let me come over so I could tap in, bro. Mine just burnt out.
Yo, who's trying to go get some food together?
Together.
And they put the biggest laugh while you're eating.
You're like the best friend I've ever had in my life. Did you know that?
Can I get a fried though?
I feel like a leech the whole time. Speaking from experience.
But you have immaculate free time on your hands to do whatever you want, but you have no money. So A tier. Vomit pill. Does your dad really have cancer?
No, 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 don't do that! I thought we were having a nice day!
Movie theater job.
Movie theater.
For the first time in ages, people are going to the movies somewhat consistently within the last year or so. You have all these great pieces of cinema coming out, like the Minecraft movie. Definitely super chill. All you do is give people their tickets, give them some popcorn, give them their overpriced candy. Definitely the worst part about it has to be cleaning the actual theater area.
Oh yeah,
Because
that'd be hell.
whenever Jack Black says chicken jockey, and then the theater erupts into an explosion of popcorn and drinks.
It's gonna be worse than the next one. I'm scared.
And this is Jenny. But you definitely get free movies while you're working at the theater. It's like one of the perks.
That sounds really good, honestly.
And right now would be the perfect time because you're trying to hit up that like Obsession, Backrooms, Spider-Man. Part of the job is you just ignore everyone who's actually watching the movies. If they want you to go in and check on it, you'll see a guy like having his phone on a stand to record it, pirate it, and post it online.
And then in the corner, you look up, and then there's just like someone sucking someone else off.
And then you walk by a guy who's genuinely devouring a piece of prime rib covered in barbecue sauce.
And then you see the old man meeting up with his 12-year-old girl for their first date.
But I bet it's a really nice vibe there. And I bet the pay is probably similar to fast food.
I think
I'm gonna say this job might be the only S tier.
that I agree with that, honestly.
Side hustle guys.
Yeah, I have big beef with the side hustle bros because
Oh, I
they're
hate them.
obnoxious. Yeah, bro, I'm young. I'm not trying to be stuck in the rat race, I'm not trying to be a mouse on the wheel.
You know what they say about the D students and the C students? You're gonna be working for us at the end of the day.
Yeah, bro, I'm just getting into crypto. I just, I put some of my money into,
I put everything into Milady.
they'll start talking about some Shopify drop shipping.
Bro, I'm ahead of you, dude, because as soon as I graduate high school, I'm gonna start my drop shipping career. The method is buying AliExpress belts. The amount of people I've talked to, and they just buy AliExpress belts and then they resell it on Depop because it looks like it's expensive because there's like jewels and stuff.
The worst of the worst, though, is the guys who are like, I'm making an AI software as a service marketing. What it does is it takes phone calls, makes sales, turns them over into possible customers. Revolutionary.
I had a friend who was doing that. He was really fat.
And then they start talking about I'm a roadrunner and entrepreneur.
A risk taker.
Yeah, bro. I'm detailing cars, bro. Yeah, I'm actually like flipping items, and it turns out they've never once done these things, and they just watched a YouTube video about it and like started thinking about it. The side hustle guys are liars, don't actually do anything, and probably make
Liars, cheaters, manipulators.
F tier.
It's over. The barbershop people who they bring you into the bathroom and they start doing your hair, or like the piercers. You don't have to go get it done. You don't have to go get it done, dude. I have a gun. I have a piercing gun, dude. Let me do it for you. And then you go home with like 10 infections.
These are the real side hustle guys. These are the ones who are actually doing things. The dog walkers, the babysitters. This is like a good way to be like an actual like self-starting entrepreneur. These are the people how to lemonade stand when they were little. You have the guys who actually get their truck and a lawnmower and just knock on people's doors. And then they start their YouTube satisfying lawn cutting videos.
Wait, that's peak. That's like a 2-in-1.
These side hustle things where the people actually go out, get their own clients, and do like the respectful jobs of like babysitting, dog walking, yard work. That's an S tier. what is it, leading on men or like catfishing men. Have you
Mm,
done this?
mm.
Like, have
I've
you?
never done this, and I can't get myself to do it. I had many friends who did though, and they smell like shit. They were actually the worst people of all time because they get so much ego from it because they just talk to like these old men who sexualize them, and now they think they're on the top of the world and they get money for it. So